He looked around, checking the sky and houses and side yards.
It's time.
We stopped, and suddenly everything just got silent. Not just quiet, but absolutely silent.
Your father may not live another hour. I'm afraid it's time.
What? Do you know where he is? How do you know? Can't we call someone?
The mountain goats and the llamas probably don't have Wi-Fi up there.
I grabbed the front of his coat and shook him. What are we going to do? If you know so much, then you have to know what to do. You have to. I didn't realize how hard I was shaking him, but it was hard. Then he slowly pushed my hands down and pulled a pair of bizarre goggles out of one of his many inner coat pockets.
It's upsetting, old friend, but you see, all is well, as you will see, when you see through these.
They had thick lenses with leather and metal around the rims, with smaller lenses that moved in and out. He held them up to the sun, and a blast of full-spectrum light surrounded him, a prism that somehow was mystifying yet horribly powerful. The neighborhood, the street, the trees, even the sky had disappeared, and all you could see was the light. He lowered them, and everything went back to normal. People walked by, cars and trucks and motorcycles went past, and no one seemed upset. They hadn't seen it, but I had, and I wanted to know why. Why did I see it, and how was I going to save Dad? I grabbed him again. We have got to go and tell someone. Put your stupid glasses away. He handed them to me. What do I do with these?
Put them on.
He nodded and smiled, that weird smile where he looked kind of like he was high as a kite or just insane. He waited, staring at me. Breathing hard and loud, I took them, holding them away from me.
You have to do it, Mac. You will get us closer because your connection is stronger. If I use them, we could end up miles away, or in the ocean, or perhaps in France. But you and your dad have a powerful link, a tie that will, in all probability, bring us directly to him. We can't stand around. He is almost finished.
He shook his head, then looked at his watch. Time. Dad was out of time. He was about to die. These are going to save Dad. That's what you're saying. Why can't you just stop with the riddles and tell me what to do?
I did. Put them on.
I held them up to my eyes, but saw only darkness and shadows. Even when I held them up to the sun, just as he had, there was nothing. How did you... Come on, quit it. You gotta save Dad.
You know, a man who could float through the air and see through the sun with no eyes, taught me that we see what we expect to see. I expect and then see wondrous things, and that I know are yet to come. I have seen more than I could ever imagine or remember. For example, you might expect to see your father in the mountain forest, in the light rain and sliding mud, scratched and injured. Perhaps you might expect many things.
It seemed that I had to expect to see Dad. I didn't believe it, but it didn't matter. I had no other choice, and Dad was going to die. I slipped them over my head, but not over my eyes. I'm terrified, I whispered. He smiled, kicked a pebble, and began to stroll away. Then he turned.
You will take me with you, won't you, just in case you want to? Just a touch of my coat.
My heart was pounding so loud I thought my ears would explode. I knew what I had to do. I had to put the stupid damn things on. I grabbed the sleeve of his coat and pulled the strap down, staring through the painfully powerful prismed light.